8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the 29th of January, kind of snuck up on me. If I'm perfectly honest, I've been staring at my computer screen for about 15 minutes going, where do I start? What do I do? What's going on? That's a sign that I may be a little fatigued and tired today. I've had quite a lot of delivery on today, and because humidity and I don't like each other, I found it very, very difficult to sleep last night. And you're all saying, why didn't you put the air conditioning on? Well, I did, but it meant sleeping in the lounge room because my husband and I don't have the same regulatory centers in our bodies, and he needs one thing and I need another thing, and yay for being married. Hey Mia, how are you doing, lovely lady? So I hope wherever you are, whenever you're watching, because I understand people are watching on Instagram, people are watching through Facebook, people are catching up on the YouTube channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I really appreciate those of you who let me know that you have watched an episode or you are watching episodes and you're messaging me, asking me questions, letting me know what's going on for you. So I really appreciate that, because there are days when I'm doing this and I've put time and effort and thoughtfulness into what I want to speak into, making sure it's useful content. And then sometimes it just feels like there's a void and there's nobody there and nothing's going to happen. But I do have something I want to speak into today, and I've seen it happen quite a lot. And it was funny watching somebody else describe a pattern of behavior that I know I also fall into. So many of us have built practices from being the solo clinician, right? Where it was all us in the beginning. We did all the stuff. We did all the client work. We did all the onboarding. We did all the note taking. It was just us. We were it. And then for some of us, we wake up one day and go, I don't want it to just be me anymore. And we bring on associates or we bring on staff members. And then some of us get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and we get bigger in different ways. It's really, really interesting for me to watch somebody going through a period of growth, whether it's from 1 to 2 or from 20 to 25 or a growth to 40, which is something I was talking into today, where those of us who have started off as clinicians doing everything, including the clinical work, our safe place is to go back to doing the clinical work. So you may have this business that is growing, you may have this business that is expanding, you may know in your head, I need to be the director, I need to be the CEO, I need not to be doing all the things, and I need to delegate. Yet when your amygdala gets confronted, usually because there's no cash in the bank, you automatically go back to, I need to see all the clients and I need to do all the work. Now, there is no shame or blame here. It's a common phenomenon and it makes us good at what we do. However, when we are tying ourselves up in knots and we feel like we are doing nothing properly, the place we attack ourselves the quickest and the easiest is we feel like we are crap clinicians and we are awful, terrible and horrible, and we are going to lose our license. Nobody is going to come and work with us anymore, and we're going to have to close our business down. That pattern of thinking happens so fast, it's like an emotion. You don't even rationally realize that you're doing it. So I want to set a scenario for you today. You've got 60 clients next week who need services, and you've got no cash in the bank. You're going, how can that be, Joe? Well, chances are, if I'm about to describe what I'm about to describe, it's because you haven't done your billing and people can't pay you because you haven't done the billing and you're behind on the billing, so there's no money in the bank. But you've got 60 clients all booked to go next week and you're sitting there with no cash in the bank. So what do? Do you delegate to the staff that you have, who do you pay wages to, and go, could you please see all of these people and get all of this wonderful work done next week and make sure you're doing an awesome job with all of these people? Or do you sit there going, no, then I have to pay them wages and I don't know if I can do that because there's no money in the bank and I don't know how long it's going to take before there's money in the bank, so I better take all the clients and do 60 sessions next week? Or do you go, 60 sessions next week, maybe I'll get my contractors in and they can do it. Oh no, I don't want to split the fee, so I better bring it all in because I need all of that money and I need it in the bank account. Yeah, I better do it all. I better do it all. Now I'm speaking to myself. I have been so good at this. It's like I have had the biggest, most fullest, most overwhelming caseload in my entire business. I did that for years, 5, I calculated 5 years. When I had other people going, hello, got work I can do over here for you. Can I help you, please? We do it all of ourselves because we think we're saving money. We think we're saving money on wages. We think we're saving money on contractor fees because we got our brains screwed up. However, I can assure you that if this is you, if you take on all the referrals and all the clients and do all the intakes while your staff are sitting over there on reduced benefits or reduced wages, and your contractors are sitting over there, not engaged anymore, not interested in the work anymore, you're not going to be on top of your notes, which means you're not going to be on top of your billing, which means you won't be sleeping and probably won't be eating, and you're going to be forgetting the client-specific information that's really necessary for you to execute the work with the people, because you're trying to save money. So the billing's not going to get done because you're so busy seeing clients that essentially you're going to end up working for free. So your thinking is broken. Your thinking is so broken because you're sitting there going, I don't want to have to pay rent and infrastructure costs, and I need to pay it all, and I don't want to have to pay wages on top of that, so I better see all the clients. And I'm actually going to pay wages to people who aren't full, who don't have all the other roles as the director and CEO of this business, who are employed primarily to see the clients. I'm just going to let them go over there and maybe write a social media post or a blog post or ask them to hand out flyers in the community because I'm going to save money by seeing 60 clients next week. Now, you're sitting there going, Joe, don't be ridiculous. Nobody sees 60 clients in a week. That's the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is some of you don't even need to be seeing 10. Some of you don't need to be seeing any, because you're not actually saving money. You've actually got wrong thinking going on with what's happening in terms of how you're actually making the cash flow in your business. So a client comes to your business, your client needs to be seen. As your client is seen, payments are processed. That's what needs to happen. If you are the person trying to do all of that, plus hire staff, fire staff, manage staff, manage your Google AdWords campaign, manage your rent, manage your carpet, manage the cleaning. If you're the person trying to make sure everybody's insurances are up to date and that everybody's registered and credentialed with the people they need to be registered and credentialed for. Seriously, what are the tasks that you need to be doing? So why do we do this? Why do we fall back into this pattern of, please just let me see all the clients because I'm saving the business money? Well, it's about control. And it's about feeling safe. It's what we know, and it's what we've done before. And it's also about not understanding how money flows. The conversation I was having with somebody today, as we pulled apart why she was seeing so many clients when she had staff who could be seeing clients, did not understand that she was stopping the flow of money into her business because she was projecting out, I don't want any more intakes. We can't have any more intakes. So she was stopping other people in her business from going and generating referrals because she was feeling the burden of having to do all the work. It's like, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't do anything else. I am so overwhelmed. Nobody wants to help me. It's all because we've got stinking thinking around how we're actually managing money in our business. So it might take you a little bit longer to clear a debt because you've got other people doing the work for you. But at least you'll be sleeping, at least you'll be eating, and at least you'll be positioned to not let your business implode. Because there's only so long that your team members, whether they're staff, employees, or contractors, are going to stick around if you don't give them work to do. Seriously, you won't have staff to allocate to if you keep doing that. So I want to challenge all of you to think that you are the only person who can do the work, to look at what resources you have around. I have this very cool sticky note. It really has been a lifesaver in my business. And it's not in my handwriting because someone got so sick of saying this to me. Stop. Who else on my team can do this? Maybe you need a sticky note just like that. Maybe I should start creating the sticky notes for people to be able to download and stick somewhere. Seriously, people, we all think that clinical work is the thing that is going to save our businesses. It's not. Our leadership is going to save our businesses. Leadership and management are not the same thing. We need to lead first, then we need to manage. Not the same thing. You need both, but you need to lead first. And sometimes the leadership is saying, I need to work out how to use the resources that are available to me in my business and make sure that I am doing the best I can with those resources. Which I would strongly suggest that if you've got employees in your business, you need to fill them up and stop feeling like you are the martyr that has to do everything and provide crappy service to your clients, probably not get your notes done on time, not get your treatment plans done on time, not get your billing in time, so you're actually projecting the problem into the future anyway. Preach it, Joe. That's what we all just said. Yay, Joe. Thank you for that kick in the pants. Here endeth the sermon. Now you can go and be your awesome self and know that you don't have to be like this, that you're not alone, that you're not the only person engaging in this behavior, and that it's a part of your development. And guess what? You get to practice a new way of being now. Woohoo! How cool is that? Yes, it did take me 5 years to learn that lesson. I didn't have someone like me yelling in my ear going, why don't we apprehend this behavior? So if you would like me to yell in your ear so we can apprehend that behavior, I'm more than happy to do that for you. All right, fabulous people, go be your awesome self, and I look forward to connecting with you again this week.